Right now, Vance Belter, the man accused of killing Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark and shooting Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, is facing 6 new federal charges after a grand jury indicted him. Officials also revealing new details about a confession letter Belter allegedly left behind addressed to FBI Director Kash Patel. Raya Katene joins us now with new details tonight. Raya?
And one of those details, Julie, was actually captured on security camera footage at the Hortmans' home. Prosecutors say Belter was at the Hortmans' house the day prior, casing the home or planning an exit strategy just a few hours before the shooting.
A 2-page letter handwritten by accused killer Vance Belter is one of several new details about the investigation revealed on Tuesday by acting U.S. Attorney Joe Thompson.
In it, Vance Belter confesses to being the man who shot the Hoffmans and the Hortmans that night.
In the letter found inside Belter's abandoned getaway car near his home in Green Isle, Belter claims he'd been secretly trained by the U.S. military and that Governor Tim Walz approached him about assassinating U.S. Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith. Belter writes that he shot the people who wanted to hurt his family after he refused to cooperate.
Was it a delusion that he believes, or was it a delusion that is designed as an effort to misdirect our investigation or to frankly excuse his crimes? Well, that's a good question. It certainly seems designed to excuse his crimes.
Belter is now indicted on 6 federal charges related to the alleged murders of House Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark, the alleged attempted murders of State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, as well as a newly added charge for the alleged attempted murder of the Hoffman's daughter, Hope.
Both John and Yvette acted with incredible bravery to put themselves between Belter's bullets and their daughter. Miraculously, Hope Hoffman was not shot, but she was the 5th intended victim of Vance Belter that night.
Thompson also revealing that investigators believe Belter acted alone and that he spent months investigating his targets.
It's been a terrible personal tragedy for the Hoffman and Hortman families, and it's something that has rocked the entire state of Minnesota and even the country. This indictment represents the next step in our efforts to hold the man responsible for this crime, Vance Belter, responsible for his actions.
Now, Belter could face the death penalty for the murder charges that he's facing, but that decision is not expected to come out for several months and will ultimately be up to Attorney General Pam Bondi. Julie?
Well, I know it was interesting to have him confirm that the Hoffmans were shielding their daughter, because as this was all unfolding, we'd heard that that's likely what had happened when he broke into their home, and allegedly it was Belter that broke in. I can't imagine for Hope in particular what this day was like for her.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it was very important. I mean, we received a statement from her, and we'll be hearing from that statement in just a moment. But of course, just a lot of trauma, she says, of, allegedly seeing her parents actually shot right in front of her and them having to protect her in that moment.
All right, thank you so much, Raya. Well, in the wake of the indictment today, Hope Hoffman, the daughter of Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, did release a statement. She said in part, "I feel relief today in knowing the perpetrator of these heinous acts will be charged to the fullest extent of the law, though I will now forever coexist with the PTSD of watching my parents be nearly shot dead in front of me." She went on to say, "I'm grateful I happened to be at my parents' house to be able to call 911. Had I not been, they wouldn't be here. My parents saved me, and we saved each other."